if I saw this at 5 years, I'm sure I would have seen something at 6 or 7 years also. There is there's another kind of test. Now, we're not like offering it. In other words, it's a computer program that you can take the data and put it into, and it gives you like a three-dimensional graph. And part of it is your frequency. The other part of it is, the amplitude of the test, and then the delay. And it's a three-dimensional graph, and it's called a cluster analysis. They told me not to say it's a cluster analysis because it's not really a cluster analysis, because that's technically a different thing. It's called eigenmapping, EIGEN, and it's one of these computer programming, statistical analysis processes. And so we had done this just for, we had a graduate student who was getting his degree in computer science. And he says, hey, give me your data and I'll put it into some analysis thing. And that was this eigenmapping. And what happened was all the people who were the volunteer normals who clustered in one area, and there might be like, one or two dots for each person. And then all the people who had been in car accidents clustered over here. But it's not called cluster, it's just mapping, okay? But there were three who came out sort of in between, and these were normals. Now, you're not supposed to be in between. You're either supposed to be normal or somewhat abnormal in the EEG. And they were in between. And we said, well, we don't know what that means. And 2 years later, two of the three came down with dementia. And 1 year after that, the third person came down with dementia. So and they were completely normal, functionally. So there are signals that, I would like to see the computer guys, continue to analyze. But right now, we're trying not to make it too complicated and give you just enough information that's relevant so that you can make a medical decision. But from a tracking standpoint, that would be perfect for tracking. I mean, you see a little bit of a decrement early on, and you say, okay, look, I'm not 100% what this means, I'm not 100% clear what this means, but it looks suspicious. Let's be serious about doing all the right things from a lifestyle standpoint that you can do to improve yourself.